It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Up next, let's keep it in the NFC for this game between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. Okay, now ready to get this one started. And away we go from Wisconsin. Fielded at the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And it ends there, but a very short field away. He's out on the opposing side of the field.
Now, that's the way to start the ball game. A return all the way across midfield. The kick return team, they're going to get a big old thank you when they get to the sideline. Nothing like starting your offense with a short field to begin the game.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Give them 25 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. We'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up.
We go tonight. 20.
Running back motions right. It's Pacheco on 3rd. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Goff. It's on target to Williams. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Tonight. 180.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
We go tonight.
Goff tosses it quickly out wide. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner, and the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will, but I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. You can't start much better than that.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1-for-1. Fox now to kick this one away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Down. Black 40.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. Good little look there. Looks like about 6. Taken down by the first time All-Pro. That was Kirby Joseph.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Love now off the play action. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go. Dog, field, black, 10. Ready?
Love from the gun. They cross the 40. Nice run there. Space on the right. He's got room. Matthew Golden. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 in the landing zone and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. Tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On 1st down, it's Goff. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Goff finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for short yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fox now to kick this one away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Right, 97.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Yellow. Down. Yellow. 22. Hut.
Throwing his love on 3rd. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go. Set. 52 blue.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this.
On the set.
Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
6, line, 95. Hut, hut.
Shotgun now for Love. That finds him deep down the sideline. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Set, ready.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Block 40. Set.
Well, they're going to throw out of the gun. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3.
Set. Needle blue, 33.
Here's Love. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this.
Slide blue. Ready, ready. 50, green. Set.
4th down, here's Love. Oh, no touchdown, it's intercepted! Jack Campbell with the INT.
This is one of the toughest tests yet of this game for the defense so far, Kate. And boy, not only did they hold up, but they turned some momentum with that interception in the end zone.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Rashawn Gary with that tackle.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Goff to the air now. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. All set to go now from the 35.
Tiger, Tiger. You go tonight. Super.
First down throw from Goff. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Goff on 1st and 10. That's to Laporta again. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Second and 10. Need something positive here. They send a man in motion. They're going to throw again. Goff. Gets it quickly to St. Brown. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Lions have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs from 37. Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
So it'll be 2nd and long upcoming on the other side of this 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23.
180!
Pacheco gets it from the gun. He's going to take this one forward for a gain of about 9. 3rd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Hey, 76! 120!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down at the 30. The Packers take their first time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense staying out there on 4th. They say no to a 47-yard field goal.
20! Value 3! Value 3! 12! 12! 12! 12! What's that?
They'll go for it. Goff. That one complete to St. Brown. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Cut! Oklahoma! Oklahoma! 180! Super 1! Super 1! What?
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays where they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
We go, tonight! We go, 76! 76!
Throwing again. It's Goff. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Love from the gun. Cut by Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Even 5 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
They've got first down here from the 36.
Ready. White, white, 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Love. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead.
14, Lions 10. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Louis. 180. 14. What's that?
On first down, it's Goff. Short pass brought in. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Cade, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Throwing again. Here's Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal try. This from 40 on the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Jack Fox kicking off for the Lions.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Set, ready, hunt.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Shotgun now for Lowe. Completed over the middle. And He's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs from 37.
Smash, red. You're set.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Love out of the shotgun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Throwing his love on third. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Packers grow their lead to 8. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Play action here with Goff. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. From the gun, Goff. Downfield is fine, St. Brown. And he gets this down near the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Another one caught by St. Brown. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Bronc, Xavier McKinney.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Again, Goff. Taken in by Williams outright. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Goff on third. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
17, 180.
Goff on first and 10. And that throw just too high for him.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
14, we go. 180. Shell. Turbo.
They're going to throw again. Goff. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. And will bring up third down. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Hey, whirling. What's that?
Throw here, third down. It's to Williams over the middle. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. Back to throw it. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he won't escape. They converge on him, drive him backwards after that catch. This is going to be a turnover on downs.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Ready.
And up to Jacobs to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Love on the play fake. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Here we go. Drill green. 60 cut.
A second down throw here for Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Pause red. Set. Ready. Smash. Red. Ready.
They'll air it out on third. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Eagle blue. 10 black. Set.
On first and 10, here's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Sticking in the air, Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
47-yard line.
Set. Hut. Blue. Red. 38. Ready.
Throwing again. Love. Gets it downfield on target to Watson. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Packers with it. They have the lead late, but this game is close.
Ready.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, set, fight, white, blue, 32.
Handoff here to Jacobs. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Set. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Now a toss. This is Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. And they're going to love that, partner, as Love slides down after picking up the 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal.
Set, go.
They'll run. Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Packers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Extra point converted by Gay. And the Packers lead by 15 now.
Packers 28, Lions 13. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Raymond on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the shotgun, gone. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. First down from the 41.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
Ric Flair.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Throwing again, it's Goff. He's got it, it's in close. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Packers 28, Lions 20.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Nixon now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
On the return. take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play fake. It's Love. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Go right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. He's back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
180.
From the gun, Goff. Gets him on the end route. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And the Lions have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second down run by Pacheco. He's going to get him 7 there. It's third down coming up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Lions 8 points behind. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now. This is brought in by Laporta. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball? Don't put it in harm's way.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
180.
They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down. Now the Lions calling timeouts. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Here we go. Block 20.
Setting up to pass. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Tiger. Block 20.
To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Hands are tied. Got to have it on this 4th down.
Value 1.
Desperation time here. That one complete to St. Brown. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Here's a design run. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here goes tonight. 180.
Back to throw. And they're still like Rocky. Brings in the touchdown, and now they've got a shot to force overtime.
Touchdown, Detroit.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
12.
Goff's going to throw for it. And that catch gets them the 2. We're all tied up here in the 4. They're not out of it yet. That conversion successfully tying this game and puts us, of course, on track for overtime.
So much momentum gain, long odds to get those two-point conversions, but now you got to have discipline. We know, we've seen it in playoffs with limited time left. You got to make sure you finish the deal and carry this momentum you've just gained into that extra frame.
Here comes Williams on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Ready?
Love from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Shotgun now for Love. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. So the left first down stands since it worked out well for him. The penalty declined. That brings up 2nd and 10. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those 2 drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires.
Matt Gay set to kick off.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Here's Raymond on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Looking for Isaiah Pacheco out of the backfield. So it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
20. 5.
On 2nd and 10. Goff. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. First down from the 42. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions pull in front. Bates now for the point after. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's cut.
To the air with Love. Short pass brought in. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. All right, so far so good, partner. Taking advantage of the change to respond here in overtime. We all know that was reserved only for the playoffs previously, but now an opportunity teams get in regular season games too.
Yeah, I think we both love this because really it keeps teams from blaming a coin flip anymore. Even if some of the anger in the past was justified now, well, now you just look in the mirror and know it's all upon you to deliver.
Dumps it off. Jacobs. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Love. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers trim the lead to 1. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Escapes out to the left. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. So the Lions get the win on the road. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. But that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say